Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
You ever wanted to fly a plane? You can. I mean, you could take, pilot courses and everything. The first time I was up in a plane was, I think for my 5th birthday, I took just a little puddle jumper up in the air, flew around my hometown, got to fly the plane. Well, not really. I mean, I steered it. I went this way and then that way. It was kind of neat. That's what I wanted. And from that point forward, I was scared of little planes. They just move around, jump around, then every time you turn on the news, there always seems to be a crash. Like, not a fan. So if I was going to experience flying, it would likely be through some type of flight simulator. And we have, I would say, a ton of flight simulator fans in our community. And there are a lot of flight sims out there. Absolutely. But the number one flight simulator on the planet, FSX from Microsoft. Flight Simulator 10, Flight Simulator X. Not exactly sure which one Microsoft goes with there. You never really know. When someone says X, is that 10? Roman numeral? Is it X? We don't know. My dad, who you guys love, loves flight simulators. He hasn't played with them in a while, but I guess I would maybe try it, if only because, let's say I'm in a real plane and something happens, I could have experience with that plane to be able to rush up to the cockpit and say, I can save the day. It'd be a little different flying a real plane versus a virtual plane. But if you want to get your virtual wings, you can. We, after hearing that many of you were simulator fans, we didn't realize it until we had so much traffic to our top Sims article. Not, The Sims. It's a different kind of simulator. We decided to push forward and share our top tips for Flight Simulator X from Microsoft. The first question that was asked was, is there an autopilot? Yeah, you can set up autopilot. So even if you're not familiar with every single control, you can press a button and then just let it fly itself, and then you kind of enjoy the scenery, maybe sip a couple of drinks, go to the restroom, keep flying along. You could be flying, jumbo jets all the way to smaller planes in a flight simulator, a good flight simulator. Now, some suggestions or recommendations if you're just getting started. Have you flown the pattern or a circuit? Or like a traffic pattern. That's basically the standard path and way to coordinate air traffic. And, I enjoy, when I'm on flights that allow me to listen to the cockpit, I enjoy listening in. Even though I don't know much about it, it's kind of cool. It's kind of behind the scenes, listening in to what they're going on between the cockpit and the tower or whatnot. Have you tried flapping harder? It's an interesting little tip. But apparently, you can, tweak something. That'll increase the amount of drag that happens. I mean, this is all, real. A simulator is just that. It is the real thing in a virtual environment. And if you've mastered the simulator, and granted, real world may be a bit different, but, it's based on real world physics. I think that this is a good starting list. If you didn't know how to get started with a flight simulator, John McKinley has been doing it for quite some time, and he's created his own airline, apparently, with Creighton. I don't quite understand that, why. I came up with a good, I thought would have been a good airline name. They didn't like it. I came up with Sky Bastards. They didn't. That's not what it's called, though. It would have been a good name.